A reading from the Song of Songs. The bride says, "On my bed at night I sought him whom my heart loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. I will rise then and go about the city. In the streets and crossings I will seek him whom my heart loves. I sought him, but I did not find him. The watchmen came upon me as they made their rounds of the city. Have you seen him whom my heart loves? I had hardly left them when I found him whom my heart loves." The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Responsorial Psalm. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. O God, you are my God whom I seek. You my flesh pines and my soul thirsts, like the earth, parched, lifeless, and without water. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. Thus have I gazed toward you in the sanctuary, to see your power and your glory. For your kindness is a greater good than life. My lips shall glorify you. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. Thus will I bless you while I live. Lifting up my hands, I will call upon your name. As with the riches of a banquet shall my soul be satisfied, and with exultant lips my mouth shall praise you. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God. You are my help, and in the shadow of your wings I shall shout for joy. My soul clings fast to you. Your right hand upholds me. My soul is thirsting for you, O Lord my God.
Alleluia, 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 alleluia. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John. On the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They've taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." Mary stayed outside the tomb, weeping. And as she wept, she bent over into the tomb and saw two angels in white sitting there, one at the head and one at the feet of where the body of Jesus had been. And they said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "They've taken away my Lord, and I don't know where they laid him." When she had said this, she turned around and saw Jesus there, but she did not know it was Jesus. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you looking for?" She thought it was the gardener, and said to him, "Sir, if you've taken him away, tell me where you laid him, and I will take him." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him in Hebrew, "Rabboni," which means teacher. Jesus said to her, "Stop holding on to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. But go to my brothers and tell them, I am going to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary Magdalene went and announced to the disciples, "I have seen the Lord," and then reported what he told her. The Gospel of the Lord. When I was a kid, one of the things we did a lot was complete the dots, follow the dots, right, make the picture, whatever it turns out to be. We love to connect the dots. The only trouble is that oftentimes when we try to connect the dots, it turns out that we don't have the right picture. And so there's a great tendency in people to want to put together a whole bunch of characters because they want to know more about Mary Magdalene than we seem to maybe know. What do we know about her for sure? For sure, according to all the traditions of the Gospels, she was at the crucifixion and at the empty tomb. Okay? The first to hear the good news of Jesus and to actually see him. Okay, that much we know. But we have all these other women in the Gospels. Okay, are they Mary Magdalene? Well, sometimes people say yes because the so-called longer ending of Mark's Gospel says that Jesus had cast out of her 7 demons. Well, whatever that means, we don't know, but people like to connect the dots. So it must mean that she was perhaps a prostitute, or maybe it means that she was this great sinful woman caught in the act of adultery that Jesus forgives. And then the speculation is that that's the woman who then comes to the house of the Pharisee where Jesus is and starts crying on Jesus' feet and washing them and wiping them with her hair and everything. Putting it all together, connecting all the dots. We have no reason for making those kinds of connections. Okay, we really don't. We don't even know that just because it says that, 7 demons came out of her doesn't mean that there was a sexual issue at all. Who knows what it means? All kind of issues could have been involved in that poor woman. What we do know is that she turned to the Lord in tremendous love in ministry. Luke's gospel suggests, or tells us in fact, that she was one of the women from whose individual resources an awful lot of the costs of living, so to speak, for the disciples and for Jesus were met. They were the ones that paid for all the McDonald's Happy Meals and whatnot that they ate, So she had some wherewithal, we know that. She fell in love with Jesus. She was there at his death. She was there at his resurrection. And the tradition afterward is that she remained a person of great penitence and holiness and prayer for the rest of her life. What we know, therefore, about Mary Magdalene is what's important for us. To what extent have we fallen in love with Jesus Christ? To what extent do we say, I love you, Lord. I love you, Jesus. To what extent are we willing to stand and wait? In the Office of Readings today, St. Gregory the Great makes the comment that the reason she sees the Lord first, she perseveres, standing there at the tomb in her grief. She's waiting. She's waiting. For what? I don't know that she would even know at that point, but she's rewarded. How fervent is our love? Let us stand and pray.